Imagine hiring a professional kitchen company and spending $19,000 to build your dream kitchen that only becomes a nightmare.
I thought it was a great deal. I trust them, give them a chance.
It didn't make sense. It'd be like seeing a Ferrari for sale for $5,000.
Wow, those weren't even in studs.
This is the biggest bull I've ever looked at.
We paid them $19,000 for an unfinished kitchen.
These clowns, just 100% crooks.
The relationship was simple. I want money, I want more money, and now if you don't give me money, I'm gonna lean your house. Meanwhile, are you kidding me?
We bought this house about 3 years ago. We made a short list of what we wanted to do, and kitchen was definitely going to be the first thing on our list.
We got a flyer on our door, and it said you could get this 10 by 10 kitchen, granite countertops, and it was $14,000. So we saw the number and we were like, wow.
The usual thing I'm used to seeing is homeowners that want a new kitchen. They get excited. They just like, okay, let's do it. We're gonna do this. We're not gonna move. We're gonna do it new. And they go out and it appears they find the first person with a heartbeat rather than doing their job to check them out.
An older gentleman showed up with literally a sheet of paper, took about 3 measurements of the kitchen, down one wall, down the other wall, and down the other wall, and wrote a number down on a piece of paper, $21,000, clear.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Nice to meet you. Little things,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I just caught my eye. Laura?
I can't believe it.
Hello.
My wife, Laura.
I'm Mike. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, this is a nice little setup.
The next day, the head sales lady showed up, and she took more measurements, had more ideas, suggested moving stuff, and she really seemed like she legit knew what she was talking about.
Well, let's see your kitchen.
Yeah, come on in.
Or what's left of it, after you.
She also said, oh, free flooring, and we had lots of questions. I said, so what kind of flooring is free? And I was expecting them to say, well, you have a choice between this and this. Well, whatever you pick, we have. She never even measured the floor area. That's the strangest part. This is it.
Right.
So private conversations between us looked like Greg saying, this is a bad idea. I have a bad feeling about these people, followed by me saying, no, 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 they're gonna give me my dream kitchen. I trust them, give them a chance. It's all going to work out. I trust everybody.
So you got the flyer, like I do, in all your newspapers, right?
Right.
And in the flyer, solid wood, custom kitchen, granite countertops, guaranteed in 3 weeks. And in June, promotion, free. I love this, but wait, here we go, it's in here too. You're gonna get a free deck, it's 8 by 10. But wait, if you call now, because there's another big free here, you're gonna get an undermount sink and undermount cabinet lighting. This is the biggest bull I've ever looked at. And the pictures they use, each and every single kitchen is valued in the area of $30,000 to $40,000. So right there, you're not gonna get for $14,000. That's impossible, not a chance in hell. It's just not gonna happen.
The terms of the contract were something else that were strange and didn't make sense either. It eventually translated to 75% of the cost of the kitchen before the countertops were in, or the upper cabinets, or any doors or drawers.
I want to see a quote saying exactly what they're going to do. Square footage of tile, linear footage of trim, what kind of backsplash, what kind of countertop, what kind of cabinets, what kind of interior, who's touching electrical. Tell me some of the things that are there.
Cabinet door style, work to commence on, how long it's gonna take, and how much we pay them.
I was extremely hesitant. I didn't want to do it. And the more I said I didn't want to do it, the more animosity there was in our relationship. And so finally I just said, do it.
So now I have to ask, how many references did you call?
2.
How many references did they give you?
2.
The first day, I was excited, June 11th. In walks this older gentleman in jeans and a ripped t-shirt in his beat up car he pulled up in.
Like a beat up pickup truck.
Now, kitchen companies have a box fan.
No. Alongside was his sidekick, who was 18 years old and was a co-op student from a local college in Niagara Falls, who told me that the day before he was doing a fence, to which I replied with, "A fence? Oh, do you work for somebody else?" And he said, "Oh, no, they're a landscape company."
And so I started laughing to myself. At this point, I could only laugh, because I said, I'm a landscape contractor. If I wanted someone to screw it up, I would have done it myself.
They took the kitchen out. They came in and they did the tiles. So they removed the floor. Is this all a new section here?
This is new floors,
I can tell by looking at the baseboard.
On about the third day, the tile guy showed up, who had only drywall tools with him.
They've done some repairs already to grout, or is that you?
No, that's all them. He then started working, and right away it's travertine floor, natural stone, unfinished, not sealed yet. And I noticed when he was laying it, he wasn't wiping the mortar away as he was going.
Like, he just left all the mortar on top, and I thought that was strange with a porous stone that you would do that.
It is really strange.
Yeah.
It's not the way to do it.
I just kind of shook my head, and I didn't know what to do. Got a drink.
This is when Greg started to call and say, "Let's call it, give us what we've paid back."
She, the head saleswoman, started freaking and saying they're gonna charge me with harassment if I ever call them again. They're only gonna speak with my wife now.
I would go on the phone and I would get, "Oh, hi, Laura, how are you? How are you married to such a man like Greg?" I was then told that our base cabinets were ready, but that they weren't going to release them off of their truck until I handed her a cash payment, because my husband is hostile and she doesn't trust that he'll let the next check clear.
Wow, they're really good.
I can see my cabinets on the truck, so what do? I hand over cash. That's when the cabinets came in and were bare carcasses.
Instead of kicking their butt out, they tried to work with them. They tried to make this right and get it done and get it finished.
Their scam was they wanted you to tell them to take a hike. They would keep whatever money you had given them at that point in time and be done with you.
Have you even checked to find out if they've taken anyone else?
Yes. Like, if they've like screwed anyone else. Over 70, I believe, in the court case.
That you're aware of?
Yes.
Over 70?
Yes.
70.
They're out to get your money. This is their scam, and they're gonna take you for every penny you're willing to give.
The fraud squad has stepped in and has arrested the couple, the kitchen company, because of all the patterns that they've created on this.
For fraud, it has to be lies and deceits, and then they have to get some kind of financial gain as well from it. So we're looking at what was the customers told up front. There was a website. We did our investigation. We found the websites, basically every single piece of information on the website was false. Even the information on the flyers that the customers were given and were put out in the media, that information was not true as well. So as soon as you start out there, you're starting out with falsehood. You're starting out with lies, deceit, to get somebody to go ahead and think that they're dealing with a reputable company.
How has it been with your kids going through this wonderful extravaganza for the last 4 months? Has it been hard? Has it been tough on them, tough on you? That I know.
Complete nightmare.
My father and I hooked up. We got the granite in finally, and then nothing was hooked up, so we hooked up the sink because we needed something in there. And when we hooked up the sink, Logan started like cheering and like was like super happy. It was unbelievable. "Mommy, we have a sink. Mommy, we have a sink. Oh my God, oh my God." So that's when I realized it was really affecting the kids more than we knew, and that he was internalizing a lot of the stress that we had.
It still breaks my heart for what this did to my kids above all else. My kids are my first priority, and when I think about what it's done to them, it's been since June 11th. We're now coming up to the end of September, and still to this day, my son asks, "When are the kitchen people coming? When are we gonna have a new kitchen?"
I'm here to make sure you get the kitchen that is safe, works properly, your kids are gonna love, you're gonna love, and this whole little story you've gone through for the last 4 months goes away.
I really, really hope these people pay for what they've done to my kids above what they've done to adults. I really hope they pay for what they've done to my children.
Electrical, hanging out of the wall when there's kids here. You know, not even worrying about whether or not they have a sink, never mind a countertop. Who cares? They made a bunch of base cabinets. They took $19,000. They laid a floor that needs to be pulled. You gotta be kidding me. Homeowners gotta take some fault here. A lot of the fault is because they didn't do their job to check out the contractor. They didn't do their job to actually look at what it would take to do this kitchen. So what do we have ready?
Well, we showed up a little early, so what we did was we went inside, did all the common sense stuff. We wrapped all the floors, moved all the furniture the areas that we knew we'd be probably addressing. We plasticed everything off, moved all the kids' stuff.
That's professional. That's the way this should have been done the first time. This is a very simple kitchen, starting with a full cabinet here with the microwave in place, fridge beside it, encased with a cabinet that ties into the right. Base cabinets that go across the corner, right directly across the back with the kitchen sink right here. Peninsula will come out to about here. What I really love is how the upper cabinets tie in with a wine rack on this end, corner glass in the corner glass in this corner, and a beautiful effect, really, above the stove. It's gonna work and look really good. It's going to be quite the assembly line of teams coming in.
We're going to shut the main water off. We're going to drain the system in the house, and then that will allow me to disconnect all the plumbing in the kitchen. I will take a few steps, disconnect, drain the water, make sure things are secured so the crew can actually start the demo tomorrow. This is another great example of quality workmanship. I got electrical right next to my water. We're not even talking code, we're just talking safety. It's just ridiculous. So I'm gonna go actually downstairs. I'm gonna disconnect those lines down below so that any water that drips will not impact the electrical. And it's better to have the water dripping down in the basement where it's all unfinished instead of inside the cabinet where I have the live electrical. So I gotta play it safe here.
Here's the order I want to do this. Take the door off to the garage, lose the stove. As the guys are starting to disconnect and break the countertops, it's going out. I want those cabinets out first and that drywall down, and we're gonna work our way out this way.
This is not how you install a cabinet. I can't believe we just removed the actual granite and we found one screw holding this cabinet in. This is definitely the wrong thing to do.
If you only put one screw in the back of the cabinets, they're not really well squared. They're not tied into each other. They're not secured to the wall. Worst case, if they actually put up the upper cabinets and they didn't place the screws properly. Okay, that's a great example. Here's an upper cabinet that is not secured properly to the studs. Fill it full of dishes, put a door on it, someone opens the door, boom, it comes down on top of them.
Wow. Those weren't even in studs.
Oh, no screws here.
I didn't even need a screwdriver. Okay, kick it in, guys.
Careful with my fingers.
Put your fingers. Get the fingers out. Now. Oh my God, that was heavy. Uno, dos, tres. Nice. The last guys that were here basically said that they were going to resalvage the cabinets. Instead, they left them in the rain to rot and just go to waste. We're actually going to make it recyclable, and we're going to reuse it somewhere else. Les. Yep.
Where do you want these little ones, Carl?
I'm going to put on top.
Go ahead, smash, go. So we're supposed to have the insulation on the other side of the ductwork, right? Mm-hmm. This is supposed to be on the warm side. Mm-hmm. That's not on the warm side, is it? It's on the cold side. Yeah. Vapor barrier. Here, the vapor barrier's in behind it.
Behind it.
Here, the vapor barrier's in front of it, and almost no insulation in this zone. They didn't pull that out, right? This is what fell out right here. Yep. That piece is doing this little zone here. Doesn't that look good? What a crap way of doing this. Here's the sloppiness that happens in new home building. It's all about the eye candy. What's the, it's like pulling the curtains aside and going, oh my God, new paint, new floors, new cabinets, it's wonderful. They don't care enough what's behind the wall. When we have homeowners saying, it's freezing cold in one of the bedrooms. You know, this isn't logical. This pipe must be on the warm side. This doesn't even meet minimum code, and I don't even like minimum code. It doesn't meet minimum code. Anyone care about it? We do. Today is the day the kitchen contractors, the ones that did this mess, the ones that I'm cleaning up after, are in court today fighting for their, let's say, rear ends for the next while, so they're outside of the bars and not inside.
I hope for once that the contractor's actually held responsible, because as Mike was saying, very rarely are they ever held accountable, and hopefully this time they won't get away with screwing any more people.
That's one big bin. So as he goes down, he's gonna push it back, okay? Okay, you got it. Chris? Okay, crap floor, crap, yes?
This floor is really poor quality, and it's not just the scratches, the finish is actually peeling off.
So you now want to do that room?
I'll do whatever you tell me, but I'm just, you know, the alarm bells went off. I'm thinking, how bad is that? And eventually they're gonna have to tear this out or resand it.
Okay, I have an issue. We can see the floor here, the 3/4 inches laid directly on the subfloor. And when I pull the register at the door here, I'll just show you. When I pull the register, not only is there a ton of stuff down here, wow. So they've tiled directly over the subfloor.
Oh, nice.
Now, the only reason we're not having cracking is because the floor joists run this way here, and they're 12-inch on center. So the builder beefed up the floor joist to tile directly over it. My issue is now, because I wanted to run all this tile this way, is that the floor joists on this side are 16-inch on center. The floor built with 16-inch on centers will flex a lot more. So if we were to tile it, we would have to lay down 5/8 sheathing on top of the existing, but then the floor would be a different height than the hardwood. The solution is just to tile the kitchen area and replace all the hardwood in the family room and living room. That way it's nice and true and level. Clear?
Totally clear.
Okay.
When we framed this wall, we kind of framed it inwards a little bit. And so when we tuck the fridge into place, it's not going to come out further than the countertops.
This is great. The guys have been busy. They've restudded this wall, making sure that Gary and Brian could come in and insulate the ductwork, make sure that it's on the warm side and not the cold side. No wonder it was freezing cold upstairs. Mold-resistant drywall, moving the fridge location over, electrical, put down the detrits on the floor so we prep for the tile. Rule of thumb is if you're gonna go directly over wood, you should put down 2 layers. So instead of a second layer of sheathing, we use the deter. It's designed for this. It allows movement within the floor. What I'm really excited about today is that we have the pro tilers in. My daughter, the pro tiler, she's learning something new today. They're gonna be using that chair system on the floor.
Yeah, that whatever the spacers they use, I'm pretty stoked. It'll be fun.
It won't be.
This way. Ready?
So you're gonna start here. I'm gonna assume you're gonna go work your way back here and then come back this way.
We measured it all out from the center just so we don't get any little cuts by the walls. And then we're just gonna start going this way so we don't get trapped in the room and we can walk out the door.
Okay, well, they're gonna be showing you how to use those tools. You're gonna love how it makes the floor just perfect. Later on, at the end of this, when you guys are done, we're gonna play quarters and we're gonna slide them right across the floor.
Thank you. So we put these little things in before we put the tile down?
Yeah, we'll keep them under, and they also work as a spacer, and they keep the tiles nice and close together. So if you slip those in, see how one's higher than the other right now?
Yeah, I didn't.
Slide the wedges in,
Okay.
and then you use the gun.
And just squeeze it as far as possible. There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier because, like, you can see that
It's
they're perfectly
perfect.
flush right now.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. You're getting good at this. I remember when you first started, and that was really slick the way you did that. Do that again. Do it right here.
Here, I'll do this long one here.
A long one. Oh, look at that. My goodness. We have 2 screws. So we want to get a screwdriver.
Yeah.
You know what? Normally I'll walk around with a screwdriver in my pocket, and when it hits like that, you can see the screw. I'll just quickly put it in and do it now before you fill it again.
Of course.
I gotta get you a screwdriver.
No, I got one.
You're getting good.
Thanks.
I like this. So Rob, how's your student doing?
Pretty good.
Doing pretty good?
Hard.
I tell you, the floor looks really good. Did you learn anything?
I still think the spacers are the most wonderful thing ever. It makes your floor comes out so perfect. I love it.
It does come out perfect. You got a quarter?
By the way.
You know when you put a quarter on the floor and it slides across the floor? Look at that, eh? It's perfect. Yeah, you two have done a very good job. I think the homeowners are gonna love this. I don't think, I know.
Right now, it's really not home for us right now. And it needs to be that way for us and for our kids. And I know Mike's gonna do that for us.
Okay, this is a design that I prepared for these guys.
Oh, I love this. You didn't see the other kitchen company do this now, did we? My Spanish is not good. Could you help me? So how do I say, let's say, make it right?
Hazlo correcto.
Slow correcto.
Exactly.
Make it correcto.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
see.
How are you,
Daniel?
Mike? Nice to see you.
Remember-
Hi, nice to
Greg,
see you.
Nice to see you here. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I thought you said you didn't have a big showroom. This is good. Who did the plumbing?
Not me.
I'm kidding. Good, actually. Greg and Laura went on a hope. I mean, they looked at a flyer. It said, really, $14,000, free installation. Can you actually get a kitchen for $14,000 is the question. There's really only one way. You go to the big box store, you buy the cabinets yourself, you put them together, you bring in probably a cheap countertop, and you can probably have a kitchen for $14,000, $15,000. To have a custom-made kitchen will be twice that minimum.
This is awesome.
Daniel, this is good. It is. So, true custom. This is true custom cabinets. This isn't what you buy at a big store that gives you instructions on how to put them together. And
Yeah.
it probably would have been better had the other company at least done that. Like, this is the edging I want to see. Look at the drawers. Here's our drawers in this one. How you doing, guys? So drawers, yes?
Yes.
You see how they're put together? Because before you could see the bottom piece here because they had tagged it in this way, and that's
And
not
this
the way to do it. What are the mistakes they made? They didn't go check the warehouse, supposed warehouse. They didn't go check the showroom, supposed showroom. They didn't test drive the car. See the drawers, that's exactly what I want to see. You see how they'll daddle this in here so that when the drawer bottom, and I'm going to assume that's the bottom.
You know how to do?
Why? Because this is a thick board, right?
Yeah.
So now it's locked in place just like this, and that's exactly how we want it. What they had was this. And then they had their front. This is exactly how they did their drawers. Then they had their front like this. You remember that?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen with that is because your drawer is gonna be like this, the weight inside is gonna make it sink and fall apart. But you lock it in place like that, it's not going anywhere. Little things that you can have coming into a place like this just to see how they assemble it and how it's custom made. This company makes mistake after mistake after mistake, and what do? You're the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean your house. I'm gonna now turn it around so that, what they're trying to do is they are the bad. And
Yeah.
they're trying to pass it on to you like you're impossible to deal with. We're gonna lean your property. No pro talks like that. You ever leaned anyone?
Like this? Never.
Nah. Because you don't have to.
No.
Check out the company. Hey, you got references? Can I call them all? Go look at the kitchens they installed, because that's the end result. Here's the good news. We're at the home stretch. Now we're gonna be doing your kitchen.
I can't wait.
We're just ready about to install, aren't we?
Yes.
So by end of day today, you're gonna have the base cabinets
There,
in?
for sure.
And the cabinets tomorrow?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
The rest we can do it today. I
Work
think
off
so.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Now there's something totally professional, because this is what's necessary. These are the adjustable feet on the bottom of the cabinets, and I really like it that if your floor is out, you're not using shims. You actually will adjust the cabinets. There's not gonna need a lot of adjustment on these, but if you notice the way they're installed, he's picking up right on the gable. Because if you just put the feet on the bottom, the weight will be on the bottom shelf, and you think of the countertop weight, maybe someone getting on top of it, and will wanna push down on the gables, and this is considered the gable here. So weight displacement comes down the gable and is picked up by both feet. That's why they lap right to the edge to pick up the weight off the end.
Now, George, I need to lower this into the brick, because right now I'm bordering, with this hole right now is gonna cut into the vinyl and the brick. Our vent hole for our range was actually gonna hit the vinyl and the brick at the same time, but I can't get a grill on that because one's proud of the other. So what do? I have to bring the actual vent hole down so that I'm either in the brick or bring it up into the vinyl. We chose the brick because the cabinet will still cover it.
Adam, how are you doing out there? You can hear me, I know you can. Don't make me get my cup and string. Oh, you're right there. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna let you vent. Your helping hands.
Handles, exactly, and we can level them.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Because normally this is a two-man job.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. That is brilliant.
Today we're here to take a digital template of this existing cabinet using a camera and dot tape to fit a quartz countertop. Using this digital method, we can follow any scribe in the wall and any variations in cabinetry to get a precise fit at the walls and a consistent overhang in front of your cabinets. The savings to us is time on site. The other method of a physical template, if you used cardboard and duct tape to get a template of this, you would be on site for probably 2 hours. This method, I can be in and out in 45 minutes with my precise measurements, all details figured out, and a drawing already started.
All of the pictures are loaded into the computer, and the software creates a template of the kitchen counter, matching all of the curves in the walls behind the cupboards.
The goal is to make the end result perfect for the customer and save them time and the aggravation of any mistakes.
Mike definitely opened up my eyes, and for sure when you're buying a kitchen, do your homework and check out where they work and what they build, and go see a showroom for sure with the kitchen.
I'm hoping these guys go to jail for an awful long time, because it's these type of people that put a bad name in the construction industry that has changed everything as to why I do what I do, as to why I come and tell the world, here's what you need to know, here's who you need to hire. And I don't have to name them. You need to follow the right process. This is a job to find the right people.
All right. The tiles are finished. We have
tile against wood. What we have to do is use a piece of wood as a threshold piece. The tiles are a little bit higher and lower in some spots, so we have to compensate to make sure that we have a smooth walking edge. And we're gonna keep about 1/8 of an inch away, so then they can use the silicone grout so the floor has some room to expand and contract. And it also has to line up with the existing line so everything looks nice. And our second main concern is because we're going 2 different directions and I'm starting off that tile over there, I have to make sure that tile, when I start, is square with this room so you don't wind up with a crooked tooth effect. So there's a bit of mucking around, but once you do your lines and you get everything straightened out, it looks beautiful in the end. It's amazing what you can do when you have no choice. So there's 2 large puppies in here that destroyed the previous floor. So Mike decided to use a product we've used before, hand scraped solid sawn from Vintage, commercial grade product. It's already got a distressed, beautiful feel to it, so even when the puppies do scratch it, their scratch marks are just gonna add to the patina of the floor, which is an excellent idea. Best way to go.
This is a Caesar stone top. It's very strong. It's a lot durable than the actual granite. You don't have to seal it, and it's maintenance-free. Okay, right now what we're gonna do is level off the actual countertop, put it together with the seam machine over here, put an epoxy in between the seam that joins the countertop and holds it together.
Got to be perfect. You got to measure that straight edge. This line right here has to be perfect off the wall. If it's not perfect, this will then be installed crooked. We're putting in a retrofit box. If it's installed a little crooked, when you have your fixture, the way that your fixtures line up, these 2 nuts are going to go in here. So imagine the inverse going this way. So if the box is going in crooked, so will your fixture. So it needs to be bang on.
In this case, basically what we need to do is we need to have a really clean finish. So what they've done is they put this special blade on there. It cuts downwards and it prevents any of the surface from being damaged visually from this side. But the damage will be on the inside where no one will ever be able to see it.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna put the rest of the fixture on and get this going.
So this one is gonna go here. All right. Like so. Okay. That one comes down. Yes. The other one's gonna go beside it here. Yeah. Okay. As soon as you get to here, you offset over and go up. And this is gonna be here. Right there. All right. Okay?
All right. So the HEPA system is a whole house central HEPA filtration system. This filter here addresses all 3 types of air pollution, which are your particles, your biologicals, and VOCs, volatile organic compounds, and those are odors, gases, and chemicals. It has 3 stages of filtration. A pre-filter, which is going to capture the larger particles. So it has 100 square feet of media, and it's good for 2 to 5 years. And that's what's going to be removing the very small particulates. And then we have an activated carbon filter. And what this is for is odors, gases, and chemicals. And this system is going to reduce the amount of pollution that your body has to filter.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
I'm wiring a stereo system.
Okay, you wire the stereo system. I want to see the color of the stereo.
You want to see the color of the stereo?
Yeah, with the top, right there. Give me that.
Oh, beautiful.
Is that gonna go?
Nice.
Yeah?
Nice.
All right.
This was actually a pretty straightforward job for me. The kitchen sink and the entire plumbing arrangement stayed in the original location. So for me, it was literally disconnect the old fixture and then mount the new one. Getting everything removed allowed me to change the copper and upgrade it to the current PEX tubing. So bringing to sort of current standards and material that is being utilized more often now.
Either we're gonna go white or we're gonna go brushed nickel.
I was saying white.
Marston's saying white.
Marston's saying white.
I gotta listen to a plumber doing electrical. I wanna agree with you, but I don't because you're a plumber. My guess is I like this.
Wow, eh, Joe?
Awesome.
The colors like this are becoming popular?
Yeah, they seem to be becoming more popular, these bright colors, so.
I've been keeping the homeowner and the kids in mind here, and she basically told me purplish blue was one of her favorite colors.
Right.
So I've been allowed by Damon and Mike to just kind of make a choice on paint, and I've done something I normally don't do, so I'm actually kind of a little afraid of the reactions that I'm gonna get from the bosses.
Just to show you a comparison, whenever we're at the stores and we're buying something as simple as a receptacle, you've got, you know, probably under $1, 70 or 80 cents. But then you got your 30-cent receptacles, and you see the way that light's flickering like back and forth? This is because the blades on the inside are already worn away. This can't be more than 8 years old. Imagine the heat that you're causing on the end of the blades. Potential fire could happen because the blades are loose on the inside. You can see that. It's not this cord, it's the actual blades on the inside. So when you buy your receptacles, and you decide to change them yourself, make sure you're buying the better quality ones. They're out there. You want better quality rather than the... You get what you pay for. No, just leave it at that. You get what you pay for.
Derek, man, is that popping or what?
That's nice.
What do you think?
It's energetic. Get me going in the morning.
Yeah.
Making breakfast.
Good idea, right?
Yeah.
Breakfast,
Bright
keep your energy levels up.
going, but it's your butt on the line.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous.
So the coolest thing in this entire kitchen is the faucet. You touch it and the water runs. Touch it again and it stops. It's just a work of art. You can play with it all day. I would. It's cool. I love it.
You don't like it?
I don't.
What's your favorite color?
Mocha, something more modern.
If I was doing your house, I'd do mocha.
Yeah.
It's looking good, isn't it? Now, who picked the blue?
Carl?
Purple blue.
Purple blue.
So we don't have the time to change it. We're just gonna have to do one of these and hope the homeowners like it. I'm still trying to get over the blue. However, look at the curtains. The curtains are going up and really highlighting the blue, and the curtains actually do go with the kitchen. So it might work. I'm gonna look at the homeowners thinking, do you like this? I have a feeling he's not gonna like it. I have a feeling she's gonna like it.
That is a snug fit. No, I think that's where it's going, bud. Thank you. Hey, man, why do I have to clean after Sherry?
Remember that $13,999 special kitchen supplied and installed? Well, that's gone. Here's what we did. All cabinets and countertop is $31,000. Everything else we did, including electrical, lighting, flooring, the basement, HVAC, all the other things, that's another $30,000 for over $61,000 plus our help. That's a lot of money. You want your house back?
Yes, please.
It's not my house anymore. You can walk in. We're gonna start in the living room, and we'll stay in the living room just for a moment.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah, we went a little further.
That's insane.
It's gorgeous.
I didn't like your floor. It was driving me insane, which means all new baseboard, all new quarter round. I love this floor.
Wow.
You like the purple blue? I like the kitchen.
The purple blue, I'm not looking at the purple blue.
I can't even explain how important this is to us. I haven't had a home since June 11th. It's just been somewhere to sleep and eat out of cardboard boxes and, you know, be at while we get in the car and hop to the nearest fast food place to find what we're gonna eat that day or relative, and it just hasn't felt like a home. Oh my God.
Look at that.
I like the kitchen.
Holy cow.
You like that?
That's phenomenal.
Just walking through that door, I had that feeling back that this is my house and I just want my kids. I want my kids to see it, and when can I cook my first meal?
This is the kind of kitchen you saw in the flyer.
That's it. That's it. This is phenomenal.
It's
This
beyond
is the one,
what
man. The backsplash, everything.
Yeah.
We had a lot of calibration here with working with countertop guys, kitchen guys. I wanted to pick something up that worked with the floor.
Yeah.
To me, this is how, and I know you wanted the light cabinets, and then I went, okay, I want a darker handle.
It is gorgeous.
How do you like the backsplash? Does that work?
Unbelievable.
Okay. We have a proper corner. You're gonna love these little things that we put in here. You see
Whoa.
that? If I pull that out like this, right? And I pull that one out, that's using the best usable space for the corner. A lot of electrical was fixed in here. New microwave, brand new dishwasher. I gotta show you the taps. So, see the blue light?
Yeah.
Okay, that tells you your battery's working, right?
Whoa. What did... Get out!
It doesn't like your touch. Oh, it does. It's like, slow down. You're touching me too fast.
Whoa.
Touch it anywhere?
Yeah. Looking this way into your living room, this is Carlito going out on a limb because he tried to get colors from you.
He did through the wall, and my response was, you could paint it purple and I would love it.
She definitely stressed that if she could have a choice on colors, she would want a purple into a blue.
This is kind of, this is a little...
Well, he kind of chuckled to himself when we said that, so I was kind of going, uh-oh.
If she really likes this color, she's gonna go, oh my God, I love the color.
It might take me a little bit.
So, you were like me?
A little bit.
Holy blue?
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit blue right now.
So, would you ever do that again? Look at an article that's in a flyer that looks like a deal, that there's no way it's a deal, that has red flags all over it. Would you ever attempt to do that again without checking them out?
No. No. 150% no.
If it sounds too good to be true, odds are it is. I'm sure Laura and Greg learned a very valuable lesson on this one. You need to check out your contractor. Are they licensed? Are they insured? You know, these are things you need to ask. Not just ask, but see. You need to look into the contract to make sure that everything is detailed into the contract. Especially, never spend more money than the job they've done. That doesn't make financial sense. As a matter of fact, if you do it this way, you're spending money for nothing.
I can't believe it's finally over. Like, it's a sense of finality to this, and having you guys come into our lives for this short period of time and doing so much for us, having not known us is just unbelievable, and a great testament to Mike's character and who he's all about and helping us, and I just couldn't ask for anything more. Can I look in some cupboards?
No.
Okay.
Yes, it's yours now.
Okay.
It is yours now.
Okay.
I'll just walk out here.
This is phenomenal.
You two play in here.
Totally floored. Fixed a family, fixed a relationship, fixed a kitchen, fixed beyond what words could even say.
Are you napping, Sherry? Yeah, it's a hostel.
That's a hostel.
Is this your new bedrooms?
Yes, absolutely.
That's not my bedroom in the middle.
If I was a kid, I would love playing this stuff.
Yeah, well, you are a kid. Oh, no, what?